3 or 4 days before we got to Iwo Jima, they called us to call the officers in and brief us on a sand table what Iwo Jima was. That little bitty island there, oh, we take that in a couple of days. That's what they told us. This is going to be a couple of days operation. Japanese general, very smart general actually. And he knew the Marine Corps way of landing, storm the beaches, build up people on the beach, and sooner, some guys are gonna get shot, but sooner or later we'd take it. But he also knew his island, and you could hardly dig a foxhole deep enough in the volcanic sand on Iwo Jima. It's like, one guy said it's like digging a foxhole in a barrel of wheat. You dig, it falls in, falls in. So he knew this. He decided he was gonna let the Marines get ashore. And then the beach was surrounded by Mount Suribachi, where they raised a flag overlooking the beach. And pillboxes and bunkers throughout the island were zeroed in on that beach. But those guys that landed D-Day, let them all get ashore, 40, 50,000. Then when they're trying to dig a foxhole in the sand, they open up with fire. Man, some of those guys, when I landed 3 days later, some guys are still laying in the sand dead. Because we had what's called graves registration people who took care of dead and wounded. But even these guys got knocked out. Corpsman's a medic. They got knocked out. So nobody was taking care of anybody who got hit. Some did. And the beaches were getting cluttered. Small boats that were coming in were hit, turned upside down. Tanks couldn't make it through the sand, got bogged down. And the beach was pretty well a mess, actually. But they had to get supplies in there to send to the guys who were fighting. Medical supplies, food, water, fuel, had to get to the shore. So myself and a couple other officers were told, take some of those young men with you, get in there and clean that beach up. Get some of the small boats out the way so the other boats could come in and land. We'd unload these boats. But about 2 or 3 days later, myself and Second Lieutenant Peterson, a classmate, were called up, go join 1st Battalion, 21st Marines, 3rd Marine Division, up front. So we did, as we walked across the airfield, we could see that flag wave it. They just raised the flag the day before. A lot of people, that's the end of the battle. That's just the beginning. Battle lasts another 30 days. And that's where I went through from there. So we found the 1st Battalion, 21st Marine Regiment, 3rd Marine Division, found them. They said, okay, go up and join A Company. Where are they? Oh, you look for them, you'll find them, just going up the road. Okay. We found A Company. A Company landed 3 days before. And the original landing that they had was 254 men. 7 officers, 3 corpsmen, and the rest of the troops. There was 1 officer left, and about 50 men. I said, what happened to the other 200? I still never found out. 1 officer left. He had 1 platoon of about 20 men. He gave me that. The rest of it, he had 2 machine guns left out of 8, 1 mortar left out of 6, and a total of about 50 men. So he gave the rest of it to Peterson, gave me that 1 platoon. So after 10 hours with the company, I was the only officer left. Out of 7 plus 2, that's 9 officers, I was the only one there. So Brecky and I had this platoon, and about a day or 2 later, they relieved us. They took A Company off the ground, off the front lines. A Company was about Brecky and I and about 14 or 15 men. That was it. Took us back, said, go to the beach, wash up, and help him reorganize the company. So we washed up, and then the captain, the original Captain Harbin, Fred Harbin, he came back to reorganize the company. He brought Murphy and Smith with him, classmates of mine. So Murphy, Raphael, and Smith, and they rated our class alphabetically. So Murphy was senior to me. So the captain made him an executive officer, company exec of a company. Captain also brought up about 200 of his young 18-year-olds to join. Brought back about 30 men with him that were also wounded before, like he was. So we're back up to about 220, 230 men at that time. So took off in the attack the next day. About the third day, captain got wounded, evacuated. So Murphy took over as company commander. Day and a half later, Murphy was visiting my platoon. We're in a firefight, actually. About your size, 6'3". We were discussing the battle, what was going on. He got a sniper shot right in the head. Instant KIA. Murphy, my classmate. The rest of the war, the rest of that particular battle, I didn't get hit. Got shot at many times. But you can't say, well, why did God save me and not this other guy? The other guy may have been a born-again Christian, but I wasn't. I knew about Jesus. I'd gone to church all my life, just about. I knew all about him, but didn't know him. See, I was not saved then. Maybe that's why the Lord didn't get me killed. He would have saved me with something else.